Technical analysis help investors determine an optimal time to buy or sell stocks by studying past and current stock price to predict future price movement. It involves analyzing graph that shows the trend of stocks, including their share price and volume.
Nova Wellness Group Berhad is a health and nutrition company that provides scientifically proven products to promote healthy living and balanced nutrition. The company, established in 2016, is based in Selangor Darul Ehsan, Malaysia. The simple moving average on 13 June 2023, the SMA is below the share price, indicating that the buying signal since the line has crossed if you see the red arrow at the graph. Aside from that, the SMA is above the share price on June 16, indicating a selling signal. While based on the MACD, it shows the MACD line has crossed above the signal line, which means buying signal. Next is RSI. As a result, this stock indicates that the RSI is oversold because it is below 13%. Then ROC, a buying signal was given as the value was less than 0. A selling signal was given on June 21 as the ROC was above 0. For the stochastic, there was a crossover %K and %D which is below 20%, indicating an oversold condition and a good time to buy the stock. For the recommendation, I would like to recommend the traders and investors to buy the stock. TMC Life Sciences Berhad is one of Malaysia's fastest growing healthcare group. Since 2005, it has been listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia. First, the SMA. It shows that the SMA line, which is the red color, has crossed at above the share price and indicates a selling signal. While based on MACD line below the signal line, after the crossover, the investor should sell the stock because it tends to be a downtrend. For the RSI, we can predict that on 12 June until 13 June shows RSI above 70%, which is overbought and should stand by to sell. Besides, based on ROC on 30 June, it showed that ROC line above 0 with 6.82%, which means overbought and needed to sell the stock. But then on 31st June 2023, it showed that ROC is below 0, which is negative 3.23% and can be defined as oversold, and it is the buy signal. Lastly, stochastic. On 30 until 90 June, it showed that %K and %D has centralized crossover and above 80%, which is overbought and needs to be standby for the selling activities. In terms of advice, all indicators indicate that investors or traders should sell the stock since the share price will fall between June 12 and June 20.
FINFIFI Healthcare Berhad is a leading healthcare provider in Malaysia with a network of 34 hospitals and 58 clinics across the country. Following 5 indicators, the first one is SMA. The selling signal occurred on 19 June 2023 with a volume of 8.064 million. It closed at RM1.13. This indicates one of the most suitable times for traders to sell their stocks. The second one is MACD. The signal to sell with MACD closed when on 19 June 2023. This decision was made because the line intersection with MACD, which is blue line, crossed over the signal line, which is red line, below the signal line. The third one is RSI. So following the RSI indicator, we consider the stock should be hold for the best decision make in the future so we can make a profit and avoid losses. The fourth one is stochastic. From the chart, we can see that on January 16, the crossover of stochastic is 65.8%, which is more than 80% usually signal to sell. But blue line, which is 61.1%, did not cross 80%. So it is not a strong signal to sell the stock. So we consider the stock should be hold. The last one is ROC. The signal to sell with ROC shows when ROC is 1.4% with on 16 June 2023, which is the price closed at 1.17 on volume 3.761 million. Based on the analysis above, I have chosen to selling signal since 3 of 5 indicator line indicate that to sell the stock. So the investor needs to sell their stock at that time. On 19 June 2023, investor must sell their equities. Malaysian Genomic Resource Center Berhad (MGRC) is a leading genomics and biopharmaceutical company in Southeast Asia. It was founded in 2004 and listed on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia Securities in 2010. Following 5 indicators, the first one is SMA. The moving average line, which is red line, did not touch the share price yet. So we consider the stock should be hold for the best decision made in the future so that we can make a profit and avoid losses. The second one is MACD. As it has been demonstrated in the chart, the buying signal occurred on 22 June 2023 with a closing price RM0.465. The third one is RSI, as the buying signal was created on 19 June 2023. The RSI line, which is purple line, has passed the oversold line and bounded into the oversold line back. Closing price during that time was RM0.425. The fourth one is stochastic. On 20 June 2023, the stochastic signal to buy is when the stock closed at RM0.43. The stochastic is 60%. This conclusion was triggered by the stochastic rebounding from the lower limit line, which is 20%. The last one is ROC. The rate of change signal to buy with ROC shows when ROC is negative 13.1% on 20 June 2023. The price closed at RM0.43. Based on the analysis above, I have chosen the buying signal since 4 of 5 indicator line indicate that to buy the stock. So the investor needs to buy the stock at that time.
Optimax Holdings Berhad is a Malaysia optical healthcare organization started with simple moving average indicator. The investor should decide to buy stock on June 19 at the price of 0.725. The SMA is lower than the share price, signaling investor to buy the stock on June 23. At this point, MACD line moved from above to below, which signifies a sell signal. On June 13, 2023, the RSI was less than 50%, which is in the middle line, but it did not cross the 20% line. RSI indicator, the stock should be held. The above chart indicates that the ROC predicts an overbought situation on June 21. When ROC at C0, investors seeking to profit from an adverse scenario should buy the stock at 0.73. We can see that on June 19 at 0.735, the crossover of stochastic is 83.3%, which is more than 80%, giving a signal to sell, while the blue line, which is the demand percentage, is 72.2% and did not cross 80%. It is not a strong signal to sell the stock. It's considered the stock should be held. In short, I recommend that the investor buy the stock even though 4 out of 5 indicator shows the selling signal based on the chart. This is because the share price of Optimax Holding Berhad was predicted will increase in the future. According to a news in the Star, CGS CIMB Research has predicted that Optimax Holding Berhad's core earnings per share will increase due to the expansions of its networks and improved economic scale. AFANDI Berhad is a Malaysian company dominantly engaged in producing and distributing medical and healthcare. The company was founded in 2003. On 23 June, the above indicator indicates a buy signal with a closing price of 0.565 for MACD. A buy signal is generated when the MACD is negative 0.0091 with a signal of negative 0.0093 on 16 June. The price closed at 0.56 with a volume of 0.241 million. The RSI indicates a buy signal of 27.8% on June 30. On June 20, a ROC of negative 2.7% and a ROCMA of negative 2.3% indicate a favorable time to buy. Next, on June 30, stochastic indicator give a buy signal when the market closed at 0.555 on a volume of 55.1 thousand. On the analysis above, these indicators indicates that investors should buy the stock since 5 out of 5 indicator lines indicates buying the stock. According to the past 3 years graph show bearish market condition and the share price tend to decline. I recommend for the investor who has long-term investment objective to hold the stock. I believe that the market will eventually recover in the future.
After careful consideration and application of all these 5 technical indicators, we can conclude that incorporating them into investment strategies can be provide useful information and improve decision-making processes. These indicators help us identify the risk, market direction, trends, and the optimal time to invest.